Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to relocate your hood pins on your Shelby Mustang, like your 60, I don't know if the 65, 66s did it that way, but I know the 67, 68s did. You got to relocate your hood pin brackets. You can't just put them right there where the hood adjusters was. It looks funny. It don't look right. So on your Eleanors and your Shelbys, the hoods are longer on those cars. So you got to relocate your hood pins. So I'm going to show you how I do it, how I make my brackets. I don't do it on all of them, but this is how I'm going to do it on this car. That's how I did it on the last car. So you can buy these brackets, but I'm going to show you how you can make it real easy. Maybe I won't talk too much and confuse you too much. We're going to try it anyway. Alright guys, we can't really drive this car down the road because the hood will blow up. So it's time to put hood pins on this car. Shelby's had hood pins. And I want to put them in the right location. A lot of people put the hood pins in the wrong location. When your hood is 3.5 inches longer than the stock hood, your hood pins should be moved forward also. It shouldn't be back, shouldn't be back here somewhere. They should be up here. So going by factory stuff, we go right in line with the edge of the fender right here, this tip, and we're going to make us a straight line from here to here. And that'll be the back side of where our pin should be. So let's try it and get us an idea of what kind of bracket we're going to have to build. You can buy them, but why buy them when you can build them? I'm going to stretch us a piece of tape right here. I'm going to eyeball it to over here. Looks pretty good. Alright, so the idea behind that tape is to give me an idea of where I should locate my brackets. So it's going to tell me how long the brackets have to be, and that's pretty much the only reason why I put the tape on it, just to give me kind of an idea on just how long they needed to be. Alright boys, these mosquitoes are about to carry me off. Alright, so this is how I ended up doing these hood pins. So, this is made out of 16 gauge steel. And what I done was, I made it 4 and, I don't know why I done this. I think it's 5 3/8. I had a reason when I first done it, but I don't know why. Yep. Okay, so I made mine 5 3/8 wide, or long, I mean. And you have to cut your metal 1 7/8 wide. So it's 1 7/8 all together. And then what you're going to end up doing is you're going to mark on each side of it. You're going to mark your 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch. And when you bend it over on both sides, the thickness of the metal is going to end up being about 1/8 inch. So what you end up with is 1 1/4 on the inside. And that's exactly what you got to have in order for it to cap over your original brackets. So it's 1 1/4 on the inside. So we got that. We got our length, we got our width, and it's capping over. Daggone mosquitoes, boys, they're flying all around me. I can't win. So what we got to do now is, what I done was, I slid the edge of my bracket that I'm making right in line with the edge of this original bracket, which is this line right here. Come on, camera. This bracket here. So you flush it up, you go on the bottom side, and you mark your original hole that your hood adjuster was on. Get away, mosquito. So you're going to drill that hole first. So once you bolt that down, that's the next thing you do is bolt your adjuster back down. And then I wanted to come forward 2 3/4. You could go 3 inches. I just chose to go 2 3/4 because it lined up best for me with the edge of my hood here. Or my fender, I mean. Dadgummit. If you go from here all the way across the other side, you want your hood pin to be right at the back side of your line there. Golly. Back side of your from your fender to your fender. Straight line. So that's what I ended up doing. So it's 2 3/4 from the center of this hole to the center of this hole. So this hole is drilled, I forgot to tell you, this hole, drill it 5/16 drill size. And this hole is 1/2 inch drill size. These are the big hood pins, 1/2 inch. If you don't use the big ones, drill at 7/16. Use the 7/16 hood pins. Boys, there's about 20 mosquitoes flying around right here. They like my blood. And what I ended up doing, I went ahead and drilled me another 5/16 hole right here to give it a little bit more extra support, bolting it down. So it's 5 3/8. Then you cut it 1 7/8 wide, bend it over 1/4 inch on this side, 1/4 inch on this side. That gives you 1 1/4 in the center. That caps over. Flush it up here. Go on the bottom side. Mark your hole. Drill your hole 5/16. Bolt this up. Come forward 2 3/4. Drill this out. I drilled mine 1/2 inch. Bolted my hood pin up. Drilled me another hole right here. 5/16 hole. Bolted that up. If you want to go by this right here, from this hole to this hole, it ends up being 4 inches from here to here. So if you go from the center of this hole to here, it's 4 inches. And that gives you your hood pin relocation bracket. So this side is done now. Now to do the other side, for some stupid reason, Ford decided to put these brackets in different locations from side to side. I don't know why they done it. I just know they done it. It might have something to do with this right here. Some models had AC. This right here was knocked out, I believe, for AC to come through. I don't know. But if you don't believe me, I can show you on another car that's never been wrecked that the distance between here to here and on this side from here to here is totally different. Okay, here's a car that ain't never been wrecked. This is all original paint, original everything on this car for the most part, except for I think some of it's been just brightened up a little bit. Never been bent or nothing. Look how nice and pretty all this stuff is. I'm going to show y'all that this is in fact how these are. So, we're going to let it rest up against the fender. We're getting right at, let's see here, right at, what, 4 7/8? Yeah, 4 7/8 to the center. Okay. Go this side, what we get? 5 1/2. Big difference, ain't it? That's how they all are. That's why Shelby had to make this side straight. Your bracket's got to be straight. And on this side, it comes straight out. And then it kind of crooks this way just a little bit. That is so dumb. That is so stupid to me. I don't know why in the world they did that. But that's what you got to do, guys. I hope this helps somebody that's trying to build brackets for their Eleanor or their Shelby. Because it can be done. You can buy them offline. But, man, spend a few dollars and just make it yourself. It ain't going to hurt nothing. I'll squirt some black paint on that and it'll look just like a factory bracket that you buy online. So, when you go to build your bracket for the other side, build it just like you did this side. The only thing you're going to do different is right in this area, about halfway down your bracket. Just say, take your bracket, say about halfway down. Or you could even go up with the edge of this right here. The edge of your bracket right here. Cut you a little slit in it. And make sure you cut your slit. Let's say we're going to cut it on this side here. And I use the cutoff wheels. I can get it like the Harbor Freight or somewhere like Lowe's or something like that. And by the time I make you cut about an 1/8 inch wide cut. You know, your little slice that you're going to cut in. It's going to end up being about an 1/8 inch wide. That's going to be just enough so that when you bend it over, it's going to close that gap up for you to weld up. That's pretty much going to get you where you want to be. But don't weld it until you make sure that you got it equal on from here to here, from here to here. You want it to be right. So leave your slit in it and then keep bending it over. And if you have to open your slit up more, just keep cutting, keep opening it up. Just keep bending that over until you get the same measurement on both sides. Then weld your slit up and then bolt it up and you're good to go. So that's how you do it. That's how I done it. Another little quick video for you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. That's how I do these cars. A lot of people put these hood pins right here, and that's not right. You can't. I mean, if you're using a factory linked hood, yeah, that'll work right there. It don't look too goofy. But if you're using the longer hood, the Shelby hood, it's a whole heck of a lot longer. I mean, it's a lot longer than a factory hood. So you have to relocate your hood pins. So that's how you do it, guys. All right, I'm gonna show y'all something. It's gonna seem real stupid, but it ain't stupid if it works, right? So this is the way I figure out where to drill my holes for my hood pins on the Eleanors, and on something like this Shelby, like 6.5, 6.7 Shelby. So course, I've got my hood pin where I want it. Hood's lined up. What I normally do is I take me a pencil. I'll color the top of my hood pin with a pencil. This right here. Alright, and now on the bottom side, see that tape? That's supposedly where it's going to fall on this hood pin. So the idea is, when you drop the hood, the pencil from the hood pin is going to transfer to the tape. Drop it. Give a little wiggle wiggle. Alrighty, y'all see that right there? Like I said, it ain't stupid if it works, right? So now we know where to drill our hole. And there's all kinds of ways you can do that, but hey, it worked, right? Cool. Let's drill our hole. I hate this part, but it's gotta be done. Ugh. Come on, Mr. O. What this hood is made out of, but it ain't the normal stuff. Look at there. Got the back side of it, but I can adjust my hood pin. You see that? Just that easy. Cool. We'll clean it up a little bit and straighten my hood pin out. Alright guys, so we're going to have to adjust that hood pin up a little bit. It is way down too far. That might be good enough. Dang, mosquitoes, boys, are trying to carry me off. Okay, what do I do with them? Okay. I just want to drive down the road. Like, drive. That's a little bit loose, but it does got to come up a little bit. I'll get us some wrenches and tighten that up. That right there is going to be about it, boys. That's how I put hood pins on. The way a lot of people does it is they'll put them. See where I draw that? That's where they'll put them. And to me, they're just back too far. So that's where the factory Shelbys are. Right in behind this line in behind this point right here. Factory ones is right here. So that's the way I put it there. Y'all can build that bracket yourselves. I know you can. You can buy them brackets. What's the fun in that? Like I said, I know y'all can do that. Get up just a tickle. Go away, mosquito. Just have to try out the old Folgers coffee trick. Smoke them out. Go away. It can still come up a little bit, but that's good enough. Good or snuff. Definitely gonna have to add 1/4 of an inch for the other side over there. I don't know why, but I have to do that on Eleanor's too, about every other one. But there it is. Hood pin installed. I need one more. Then we can go for a ride. Hey. So that's how you do it, guys. It's kind of a crude drawing, but it'll kind of get you there. Kind of, maybe. I don't know. But that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share, and subscribe. And until next time. Somebody said I wasn't putting out enough video, so here you go, guys.